Hey guys, this is Jamie. I'm sorry for the, new atmosphere. I recently moved houses and I still have some stuff in my old place, some stuff in the new place. My dog's being his usual self by pretty much running around. So I'm sorry that this video is a bit in a hectic atmosphere and etc. So today I wanted to talk about a topic I've been dreading personally because I thought that certain things are very set in stone, like don't be transphobic when you're trans and don't support transphobic people, specifically when you're trans. So without going into a lot of detail, I had an argument with a few trans people about the fact that they were supporting JK Rowling's latest endeavor, which is the Harry Potter Hogwarts whatever game. And I got really angry up to the point that I left the server. And it really made me reflect that well, besides from being sad that people don't understand the significance, that there's literally this sort of, I wouldn't say movement, but the whole notion of not really caring about what's going on in the world. And I've always spoken about it. Even I had like zero anyone on YouTube. I used to be an active LGBT activist. Yeah, so for me it's very hard to imagine myself in a position where I would simply not care about certain things. And specifically being a trans person myself, and a trans man, it just goes past my head on how people are supporting her in this cause, or saying, oh, she's a billionaire anyway, she's gonna do whatever she wants, and this is about my nostalgia, my childhood and everything. And I want to say that I was also one of those kids which grew up with Harry Potter as well. And I had a ton of Harry Potter stuff as well growing up, and obviously as I grew up, I remember quite distinctly that I felt that something was off when she said that Hogwarts was only for British people, and that kind of made me feel very uncomfortable in general. And specifically with the fact that I wanted to move to the UK, and I experienced a lot of xenophobia, and I figured that I do not want to move to the UK. It just felt like it was another xenophobic lady speaking when I didn't want to hear her speak in any capacity. And then obviously we heard about trans people, we started hearing or rather understanding better the anti-Semitism in her books. We started seeing all the faults, and in general we just started seeing how batshit crazy she was. I guess what took me back about the incidents I had was the fact that I was giving examples. Specifically, I was really shocked about her trying to close down the Edinburgh Rape Crisis Centre, which openly took trans women and trans people, and now she's trying to opened rather, a crisis center which would not cater for trans women. And trans women are obviously can be victims of rape, can be victims of abuse. Anyone can be a victim of rape. Anyone can be a victim of abuse. So specifically, and this whole idea that we need to, for some reason, have a cis woman space is a very, very outdated idea. And it has been met with massive backlash in the past with certain things like Mitch Fest, but obviously no one remembers that at this point, which is really weird considering the fact that Leslie Feinberg is still an idol no matter how many times I ban about it. We used to go to Mitch Fest, and that's when Stonebridge Blues was written, but anyway, I digress. I just wonder, like, if trans people can't say no themselves to something as stupid as a video game. And I want to say that I'm a gamer through and through. Like, I love gaming. I don't know how else of an understatement that is. So, and I grew up with different platforms, with different consoles, with different games. So, to me, it was also very sort of hard to understand, like specifically right now. Like, I've got games and games to play, different consoles as well, and there's a lot of games out there. You can support indie games if you're into that. You can support just bigger games, but the point is there's a lot of different games you can support and find which have customization, which you can also enjoy just as frankly without supporting some anti-Semitic lore was written by a transphobe. So it did make me feel weird. And I also heard that no one really knows much about the voice actor or actress for the trans woman, which is included in the video game, and the name is already atrocious. So I want to not say that. So I feel like, again, if we as trans people cannot stand up to something transphobic, then what are we supposed to expect from someone who's cis and who doesn't understand even what being trans is? I was completely gutted yesterday. I was completely devastated. I never expected that from the community. And specifically, I understand that the internet is very US centered and people care about US issues, but factually just outrageously disgusting. And if we are gonna be supporting someone who actively wants us dead, wants our rights taken away, how are we supposed to navigate and hope that the world will be a better place for us? So yeah, so basically, all in all, I want to say that I really appreciate everyone who has been boycotting the game, everyone who has been fighting on, obviously, the trans side, everyone who hasn't been ignorant about the game and understands the damage it leads. And just to emphasize, the proceeds still go to her. They go to the fact that Harry Potter still remains relevant, it still remains big, merchandise is made which will also be given profit to her, and in general it will allow her to have an even bigger platform and bigger relevance in the UK and not just only. So I don't know what else to say. Yeah, I also want to say, obviously, thank you very much for watching. I truly hope that if you had any doubts whether to buy it or not, you won't buy it. If you didn't buy it, thank you so much, because apparently that's something controversial. And yeah, I'm sorry for the short video. I'm sorry for the new atmosphere. I'll get back to my cluttered background soon. Thank you very much. If you liked it, please subscribe. Please leave a like, comment, whatever. Thank you.